Hey everybody, Holley Grainger here checking in. I know you guys are probably like me and waiting for the season finale of This Is Us, but I just wanted to jump on quickly because earlier this week, actually just the other day, I asked a question on my personal Facebook page, how to help Frances with the cough that we have not been able to get rid of. I mean, as you can probably see, I'm all red and allergies and weather changing and everything else has just gotten the best of all of us in our house. And Frances has just had this nonstop cough that we finally ended up going to the pediatrician to check on. And what was awesome was that when I asked the question on my Facebook page to find out whether or not people had any ideas on what to do to help it, I had over 91 comments with amazing ideas. So I wanted to share 5 of those comments to see if any of these might help you along the way with your little ones when you're faced with a cough. And these were also some that my pediatrician recommended. So I wanted to share those 5 quickly with you. The first, which was just a resounding number 1, was honey. So my pediatrician, Francis is 3. If they're under 1, you want to be careful with honey. Check with your pediatrician first. Usually honey's not recommended until children are over 1. But she said a big tablespoon of honey, especially before bed, just to coat the throat, really makes a big difference. So that was her number 1 recommendation before any type of cough medicine or anything else. In fact, a lot of cough medicines in children under 6 aren't recommended. So that's why they really say try honey first. Zarbee's is a brand that I really like. It's agave, which is essentially like honey. Frances loves it. She actually loves both of them. But that's one that is kind of a quote unquote cough syrup. But if you want to just stick with something cheap, just go with a big tablespoon of honey. I've done that a couple times throughout the day, and of course she gets that sugar buzz, so it's a little bit tough. I try to give her the honey, get her to sleep before the sugar can kick in. But honey's a big one, and that works with me as well. And I just give it to her straight, right off the spoon. A lot of the people on my page recommended stirring honey into warm water, maybe adding lemon juice. Someone even suggested adding some cayenne to that. But I would just say honey straight up was one of the first things that my pediatrician recommended to help with a recurring cough like the one she has. The second thing that my pediatrician recommended was steam. So what was interesting was that I've always thought, especially as dry as it's been lately, and we're in between allergy season or right in the middle of allergy season, but in between hot and cold and back and forth. I mean, we were in literally shorts and short sleeve shirts on Sunday, and then we were in heavy winter coats today. So this crazy weather has got all of us sick. But something that she recommended instead of a humidifier, or at least in addition to a humidifier, is a hot steamy shower. She said she would recommend a hot steamy 20-minute shower just to open up the lungs to get 100% steam versus steam a little at 30% from a humidifier all through the night. So if you don't have a humidifier, or if you aren't quite sure you have the right one, if you have hot steam versus cold steam, then I would say definitely recommend what Dr. McCain said, and take a hot steamy shower. Just set them in the shower right before bedtime, and that steam will really help to open them up, and that should help with the cough as well. The third one that a lot of people recommended, and I've been doing this off and on for years, and I actually had forgotten about it until someone recommended it on my page. And honestly, I don't know if there's any science behind it, but it's kind of one of those things that it's like, really can't hurt, is to rub Vicks Vapor Rub on their feet and put cotton socks on their feet before bed. I did that with Frances last night, and between that and the honey before bed, it was like I kept asking Brent to turn the monitor on to check the monitor to see if she was coughing, because literally before she went to bed she had been coughing nonstop. But we did the steamy shower, we did the honey, and we did the Vicks on the feet. And for the most part, it was a pretty cough-free night, especially compared to some of the other ones that we've had. Something else that my pediatrician recommended to help with the cough is to consider allergies. And so, as you can see from here, allergies are something that I certainly have to deal with. And it's right around this time when the seasons change that allergies really get the best of us. So she told me, she said, just go ahead and mark February 1st or Valentine's Day, whatever you can remember, on your calendar if you're an allergy sufferer like we are, to start with the allergy medicines. So she recommended Claritin in the morning and Zyrtec at night. Zyrtec can make them feel a little bit sleepy, which is why she recommended that one at night, as well as a nasal spray. So she recommended Nasonex. So we've tried that and gotten the girls on that. I was kind of helter-skelter with a little bit of Claritin here, maybe a sealer there, just because I don't love giving tons of medicine, but at the same time, I don't really love them being sick either. So if something like an allergy medicine can help get ahead of it, especially before the season changes, she said just plan on February, March, April, where I'm in the South, in Birmingham. So for some of you, it might be more maybe through May, maybe through June, depending on when your seasons change. But consider those allergy medicines. And a lot of those are safe for children. Of course, talk to your doctor before you start anything like that. But I haven't noticed a difference at all with Francis. And I've really been trying to watch to see if there's a difference in sleep or behavior or anything else that may be caused from the allergy medicines. But getting ahead of that and really paying attention to allergies will help then with all the other symptoms, especially with the cough. And then the fifth one that was recommended is Francis is also an asthma sufferer. Hey, Ms. Coben, Francis is also an asthma sufferer, and thankfully on this last round of her coughing episode, it wasn't asthma related. I really thought that it was, but when the pediatrician listened to her, she said her lungs and everything sounded good. She takes an oral steroid inhaler twice a day anyway, so she recommended staying with that and staying on top of that. But a lot of the people that responded with coughing said that allergies can affect their children, and then the ones that are asthma sufferers, a lot of times it just gets to the point where they then need a nebulizer, they may need an oral steroid, they may of course need to continue something like their albuterol, so that type of steroid treatment or asthma treatment, or at least if you're not sure, going to a pulmonologist and getting checked for asthma, depending on the sound of the cough, may make a difference. So that was based on 91 comments that everyone shared, which I was so grateful. Those were the top 5, and especially the top ones that came from my pediatrician across the board for helping a child with a cough. So again, those top 5, if you're just tuning in, was honey or Zarbee's brand, which is agave. Steam, so a steamy shower versus just a humidifier throughout the night, a long, hot, steamy shower before bedtime. Vicks on the feet, which, as I said, it's one of those, old wives' tales. Who knows if it's backed by science, but it certainly has helped us quite a bit. And then any type of allergy treatment. So for us, that's Claritin in the morning, Zyrtec at night, and a nasal spray, the Nasonex, just for the couple of months that we're in allergy season. And then checking into asthma if it is something else, and that may require something like a steroid. So hopefully these tips will help you guys. I just thought tonight, I'm actually in Savannah traveling, but I thought I'd jump on because I really was grateful for all of the tips that everyone shared on my page. So I thought I'd pass them along and share with you guys. If there's anything that you do that I didn't mention that has worked for you or for your children, to help relieve a cough, especially ones at night, because it's always in the morning and at night when I feel like they're at their worst, please leave a comment and let me know, especially if it's something different. And certainly I'll keep you guys posted on whether or not this works for us, but we'll keep our fingers crossed and hope it does. And I hope you guys have a great night. If you love all these tips, certainly let me know if there's more that you want to hear about. I'm always into sharing what I find out with all of you, and then make sure to hop on over to my blog and sign up for Holley's Kitchen Notes, which is my new newsletter that will be launching within the next few weeks. So thanks guys, everybody, so much for tuning in, especially if you're watching this live or if you're watching it on a replay, and I hope you have a good night.